Hi there, it's Bill DeWeese, Pro Voiceover Talent and Voiceover Career Coach. And I've got a question I want you to really spend a little time and think about, meditate on this, and really think about, be honest with yourself and think about the answer or answers that you come up with. And that is, what is the foundation that you're building your voiceover business on? What is the foundation that you're building your voiceover business on? What I'm going to talk about today is not new. I've talked about it before, but it is so critical. It came up the other day in conversation, and as I was thinking about it, I thought I need to talk about this again, maybe as much for my own benefit as for yours or for anybody else's. But the primary foundation of my career is it's been built on mistakes. And that may sound odd. The foundation of my career is mistakes. But the truth is, until you're willing to make the mistakes, you cannot make progress. And the reason I want to bring this up is because I see and hear this so often from people that reach out to me. They're trying to get answers to every possible conceivable scenario because they don't want to do anything wrong. And maybe it's the way they've been brought up, or maybe they haven't been encouraged to make mistakes, or maybe they've been sheltered. I don't know. And part of it's just human nature, obviously. None of us want to be embarrassed. Nobody wants to feel foolish. But if you had any idea of how many times I've embarrassed myself or felt like an idiot or felt foolish within my career, I think it would put your mind at great ease. Because the truth is, you can't get any place until you stick your neck out. You will never get the answer to every question you have. You just can't. And part of it is because every scenario is just slightly different. You may face something in a way that nobody else has because the people that are involved, there are different variables. And so there's not always one answer does not always fit everyone. Plus, you just can't, if you take the time to research and get every answer to everything, you'll never get anywhere. There is no safe, comfortable way to do this. And you have to embrace that and accept it. There is no comfortable and safe way. You have to live dangerously. You've got to step out on blind faith. You've got to take what you know, and you've got to realize that if you take a step out there, the next answer will come to you, but it will not until you step out there. You cannot line it all up ahead of time. You just cannot. You have just enough, whatever light you have, you just have to step forward far enough to get to that point and trust that the light will illuminate a little more of the path. And sometimes it means you step into the dark, and it means you make mistakes, and it means you screw things up, and it means you embarrass yourself. Hey, welcome to business. That is just the way it works. And so I just want to encourage you and to push you a little bit and say, hey, you cannot figure this out all ahead of time. You just cannot. You have to be willing to take what you know and just to start moving forward and trust that somehow the path will appear as you do. And sometimes you step off the path. And sometimes it hurts, and sometimes it's embarrassing. But there is no way to avoid that when you want to build a business of any sort. So I just want you to know, I'm your biggest fan. I want to push you forward. I want you to succeed. But please understand, the only way to do that is to step out there. Put your neck on the line, put yourself out there in a way that is uncomfortable and where you will fail. You most certainly will fail. Everybody does who attempts anything. That is part and parcel of this whole deal, but you've got to do it. And if you want to stay safe, your reward is in direct proportion to whatever you're willing to risk. And if you're not willing to risk your pride, then you will gain nothing and you will stay comfortably uncomfortable and miserable. So again, I just want to encourage you to, just get crazy, get a little wild, just put it out there and see what happens. And I'm confident good things will happen. You'll be excited, you'll become motivated, and you'll begin to move forward. And that foundation, the mistakes that are the foundation of your business will grow into something really amazing and wonderful, and you'll be glad that you did. So hope you find this helpful. If you feel like you need more specific help in the training department, I want to encourage you to check out my VoiceOver Blueprint program. You can schedule a discovery call to find out more, get your questions answered, and to find out if it's a good fit for you, if you're a good fit for it. for it. And I've put a link below this YouTube video. It's a URL where you can schedule the phone call. It's called theblueprintcall.com. Hope to talk to you soon. Thanks so much.